Thank you everyone for the opportunity. My name is Pritesh Damani, and I am the founder and the CEO for Realty Crunch. We are a New York City based company, so we are very proud and honored to be here. Again, a little bit of a background. I'm a technology entrepreneur, and I am not a broker and not an agent. I've learned a lot in the last 2.5 years since we started the company. And the company started with my personal pain point of being able to just buy or rent a property in a very simple and effective manner. And from my perspective, it was always about, it starts with discovery, looking at and finding the perfect platform, perfect house or perfect apartment for rental across different .coms. So whether it's StreetEasy or whether it's Corcoran.com or Element.com or whether it's apartments.com, and keeping up with all the conversations, talking to all my roommates and figuring out, who's interested in which property, rating them, commenting on them, keeping up with them, all of that stuff. So basically, not only discovering the apartment that you're looking for, but also then communicating and collaborating over it. Combine that now on the flip on the other side, where the agent is helping you or the building leasing agent is helping you find or organize your search in that building or like a suite of buildings they have. How do you keep up with all the conversations that are happening across the board? So we came up with a platform. So this is typically what the space looks like, right? Like it's complicated. There are numerous .coms out there where you can find apartments that are for buy or for rental. There are numerous technologies out there that will let you sign a bunch of documents. There are numerous technologies out there, including email, texting, Excel sheets, Dropbox for file sharing and all of that stuff that exists. And of course, there are numerous CRM technologies out there. So what we set out to do was to cobble up something together that is the perfect collaboration tool to not only discover the property you want to rent or buy, but then go ahead and actually transact on the platform, right? With that, I think it's easier to show than to, talk about it. So let's go and look at what it looks like. So I am a client. I am the leasing agent, and I'm looking at a client named Pritesh. Just to confirm, you guys are seeing a screen with a bunch of properties on it, like a bunch of boxes, grid of screen.
It looks like 8 different units.
Perfect. Yeah. So conceptually, what you're really doing is I am the agent, and I have put together what we call a wall of properties for my prospective tenants or renters, right? It could be a group of people, roommates, or it could be a husband, wife, or a family renting. You simply add all of the people who are interested in this search in here, and now all of them can see these properties. Now these properties come from all sorts of different places. They don't have to come from one place. That's the best part is, and I'll show you how that's done. But when you click on it, you can quickly see, this is a bad example because it's for sale, but it works for rental as well. You can quickly see that, and you can quickly comment saying, this looks interesting. Let's go look at it. So what I've effectively done is I have blasted a message out. We have an app, so you get a push notification immediately. So the agent, that is me, gets a push notification saying my tenant is interested in looking at it. I can tag this property as shortlisted. And now my roommates also get this notification. Everybody's on the same page. We can, of course, quickly communicate with each other. Let's meet at 3 p.m. Downtown. Boom. Now again, the concept of texting and emailing immediately just goes away. I can share files, floor plans, pictures, whatever I need, just drag and drop them here. That's stage one. So before I move on to stage two, which is how do you transact on the platform, let's quickly answer one key answer, which is how do I add properties? So if I'm on StreetEasy, which is a New York City, specific one, the VR extension, you click this one simple button, and I'm an agent. Remember, I'm working with many tenants right now. I found something interesting. I want to send it to Pritesh. I just click one button, and it's sent. Immediately, Pritesh gets a push notification saying, hey, this just got on the market for rental. Let's jump on it. Now, the idea being that I'm now no longer required to stick them to a one particular .com, whether it's Element doing their own leasing, whether it's Corcoran doing their own leasing, or whether it's Elegran doing their own set of agents, 120 agents working together as a team or independently. They can all collaborate on one single platform. Step 2 towards a standard procedure for a brokerage or a leasing office is a bunch of disclosures and forms need to be signed. And this is like where we take our platform to the next level, where I can simply click on one button saying send forms, and I can literally pick all the forms, including the recent COVID forms that REBNY partnered with us on, and I can talk about it this a little bit detail. I'm going to send quickly 2 forms for signing, and look at how easy this is. I'm going to pick this form, and I'm going to pick the New York State anti-discrimination form, which is a required form for brokerages and leasing offices to send out. I pick the client I want to send to. Next, next, recipient, next. These are all optional fields. I'm going to skip them. Next, and hit send. Now, we built our own document signing platform from scratch, which is SOC 2 compliant, CCPA compliant, and New York Shield compliant. Our documents can be held in, and accountable in court, and it's signed digitally, and all the laws are maintained. And it's a very simple way for someone to get the document, and then as soon as they get it, they would be able to literally sign it on their phone. They don't even have to, creating accounts and all that stuff is super, super optional, but it's all part of the platform. So we started by looking at a property on different .coms, putting them together on a wall is what we call it, right? So if I go to the wall again, I can look at all the properties I put together, communicated about those properties. We shortly listed a property. We signed a bunch of forms. So I'm, again, an agent. I can see all the forms that I have sent to people. I can see which ones are signed, which are not signed. I can send people reminders. We've made it super, super easy. And then, of course, you have audit capabilities across the board. Every little thing that happens on this platform is completely audited. Even if your client looks at a form, they sign a form, they created a form, they commented somewhere, everything is audited, and which helps you being more and more further compliant across the board. And now the customer is ready to transact. And you say, okay, if you're ready to transact, let's start a new transaction. And this brings you into the third phase of the product, which is my client is renting, and I'm going to say downtown rental. And again, this is a completely customizable process. We have an example process that we put together on learn the whole process. What can you afford? Different kind of documentation you have to provide while you're going through this thing. Sorry, I'm having an internet issue here. We have a very detailed checklist of 2 pay stubs, all the documents that you need. They are dragged and drop in here. And again, completely encrypted at store, at transit, completely compliant to all the legal regulations necessary. And you can assign this to people and who's going to take care of it, whether the husband is taking care of it, the wife is taking care of it, or the roommates are taking care of it. In progress, the due date for this documentation is on the 18th. So there's complete project management built into this thing. We're working with basically all the brokerages in the city, Element, Corcoran, Compass, Brown High Stevens, Halstead, Elegran, Bohemia, pretty much everybody in the city is working with us. And we are helping them through the document signing process. We're helping them through the discovery process to get all their agents together, communicate, and talk to each other, and bring everything into one seamless experience. Our goal is to make this process extremely, extremely simple. And the last thing I will show you is these templates are completely customizable. So here's an example of something I just put together really quickly: a rental application and a board package. It's a simple checklist of things. You can add your own steps. Let's just say REBNY Demo step, just to show you how instant it is. And inside that step, I would add a checklist item saying manager approval. That's it. And then when I'm ready as an agent to sign a new transaction, all I have to do is go to my client is renting, Elegran. It shows up because it knows that it's a rental template, and only Elegran, for example, would have access to this template, and say downtown rental 2. And immediately when I go to Downtown Rental 2, you're going to see the REBNY Demo step, and I go through this thing, manager approval. It's all available immediately and instantaneously. So again, our goal is to start from discovery, which is I think one of the most painful process. And it's kind of funny how my previous demo, like the previous companies that demo, do bits and pieces of this thing. So I saw the dating app, the dating correlated app which was very well done, by the way, congrats. That's, something that we do in a different way, but here's a collaboration on how it's done. And then after that, we walk you through document signing and transaction management on our platform. It's all holistic and it's all one single place. Going back to my presentation, just summarizing it, it's a collaboration platform. So you find your possible homes to rent or buy, bookmark them in one single place, and collaborate with your leasing agent, with your building owner, and your roommates all in one place. And then transaction platform, where you have step-by-step walkthrough of the transaction, and document signing platform. Talking about traction, what we have had so far in New York City. We partnered with Real Estate Board of New York. We're very happy about that. And we offered all agents across New York City a document signing platform. And to date, we have more than 2,000 agents already signed up. It is really difficult times. So we expect, what we know is people who have business have already signed up, but we expect literally every agent in the city to sign up, because our document signing solution is literally the most easiest platform you can find anywhere, I think, because it's literally point and click. So we get fan mails on a daily basis, and we're very proud of that. We are working with all major brokerages, like I mentioned before, BHS, Halstead, Corcoran, Compass, anybody, literally anybody in the city is using us at the moment. So we are very, very happy about that. We continue to be very New York City focused, and we continue to be very REBNY friendly. You can execute REBNY leases on our platform. You can execute the other writers that you need, New York State documents, all of that stuff is part of the platform. That's our short and sweet demo. Any questions?